What's going on, guys? Welcome to another one of Black Iron's battles. Today we have a super fun Total War 1 versus 1 custom battle for you. What we're doing is we are playing a best of 3 with my buddy Shadow from Shadow's Online Gaming. He has contacted me. He said he wanted to do a best of 3, so I said, oh, that sounds great. So this will be the first match. I've taken the Dwarves against his Greenskins. And we'll go ahead and see what I've brought to the table. So here in the front, you'll see I have brought some ranked up Longbeards. They've got 2 chevrons in them, and that gives them quite a lot of staying power. You see their melee defense is up to 51. They're just going to be able to do a ton of damage to any of those weaker greenskin front lines. You'll see on each flank, we do have a group of Longbeards with great weapons, and behind them, we have a group of miners with blasting charges. Those, I always like to keep some cheap units on the outside. These will do armor piercing. They have those satchel charges, so I'll be able to use them to flank or to protect my own flanks, depending on what the situation arises. You see here in the back, we have got some iron breakers. Those are those super cool elite dwarven infantry. They've got satchel charges also. They've got 120 armor, and they'll be able to just hang on for dear life. They're very hard to kill, and if with this runesmith as well, buffing their defensive capabilities, they're very hard to take off the field. Here in the back, you'll see we brought 2 groups of Thunderers next to Thorgrim. Thorgrim does have his Book of Grudges, so he will increase the melee attack of any units that are in his area of effect, which I think is what's helping a lot of these Longbeards to have even more damage. Here on the left, you'll see we have brought the Grumbling Guard. That's the Longbeards with great weapons that have that old Grumblers. They're able to help out the vigor of the units around them. And we do have a group of Slayers here in the back. That's just in case he tries to charge some cavalry around the side. We always want to have a group of Slayers there ready. Now for Shadow's team, he does have some sneaky, nasty Skulkers. It looks like they're going to try to come around the back there. Over here on the right, he's got a whole group of, he's got 2 groups of Orc Boar Boys. Those are not the big in variety, so they won't be able to do quite as much damage. But since they're anti-infantry, they will still be able to do quite a lot of work. With this Orc Boar Chariot, against the Dwarves, a Chariot is always a must-bring. They should be able to be a terror if they get around in the back lines over here. Here for his front line, he's got a bunch of units. He's got his Night Goblin Shaman there. He's got a group of Crimson Killers. Those are Regiment of Renown dual wielding. They've got the 2 axes in their hands. This is just a bunch of units here. And since I don't have any artillery, I really can't punish the clumped up nature of these units. When he charges in, these units are going to do a ton of damage with all these Black Orcs. These unit of trolls. He's got lots of armor piercing, and against my dwarven line, those units should be more than enough to come and chop through these front lines. So let's go ahead and get this battle started. Right off the bat, you'll see he is starting to bring his chariot and his boars from behind. He has brought these nasty skulkers, but luckily I did spot them. And I do have quite a lot of units here on to protect in the flanks. And wow, watch these trolls charge in. But I do have those Thunderers, and that's the one thing about trolls. Even though they're able to charge in here, they are monsters. Oh, look at that troll bile. Oh, that is cool. But these Thunderers are just gonna blast in here. This unit of Longbeards is gonna hold them. And those trolls are already running for the hills. They don't have great leadership, and when they get in first like that, they're definitely going to have a hard time staying. Additionally, we did get the Rune of Wrath and Rune on them, and that just shattered them. So those trolls were expensive, and that was just rough to have. Oh, look at these miners tossing in the blasting charges. Those clumped up greenskin units. These biggins and these Black Orcs are taking significant damage. Look, they're in crossfire with these Thunders. And right off the bat, they're going to have some trouble. Over here on the right, he have got the Slayers. He did try to bring some around. I was able to get my Slayers in the back, but they are just not enough. I've had to get the Miners over here, but they have no blasting charges, so he is actually going to get to charge right into these lines of Thunderers. He's got this group of nasty Skulkers on the other line of Thunderers, and I'm going to go down quick. If I can't get something to protect my back lines, I am almost completely surrounded at this point. Luckily over here on the right, this unit of Orc Biggins is no match for these Longbeards with great weapons. We do have this group of Ironbreakers that's getting ready to come in, and these Longbeards, even though they have taken a ton of damage, they are Dwarves, so they are going to be able to stand for quite a long time. These nasty Skulkers had to get out of the way. And you'll see that this Rune of Wrath and Rune is going to do a lot of damage. So if you stay in continued fighting with the Dwarves, you are going to take a lot of damage to this Rune of Wrath and Rune over time. Right here in the middle, you see these Crimson Killers. They've got sneaky stabbing on them, so they've definitely been buffed up, and they're doing a ton. Look at that; those Longbeards have itchy nooses on them, and I mean they are going down left and right. These Crimson Killers, you look at their kill count; it's just climbing up. I mean those. Oh, whoa! Look at that! Right in our face. Oh man, the Curse of the Bad Moon. I mean, it just missed the units, but I mean it did put its debuff on these units here in the back. So, but I mean, there is a lot of blasting charges. I mean, there is a lot of greenskin units that have went down, and we are starting to actually get to surround that unit. Is so cool there in the back. Oh, but wow, watch this charge. He does get these boar boys charging right into those thunderers, but I mean, these thunderers are actually pretty strong for a group of ranged units. So if you look here, the boar boys did get quite a few kills, but I mean, these thunderers are still strong. They're still eager, and I mean, even though we're charging in, if that was a group of boar boy biggins, I think they would have done a lot better work. But as it is, these frontline units are finally just done. The Crimson Killers, if you look here, they've been broken. The biggins are broken, and I mean, while he does still have this contingent over here, the boar chariot is still at full health. Grimgor is down, and so look at that. He's only got 1 health. He's just been killed, and I mean, once Grimgor goes down, typically the rest of the Greenskin army follows. There's a lot of units already breaking. This boar chariot's in here, but I mean, you can see we're surrounding them with Longbeards, with great weapons, with Slayers. These Black Orcs, I mean, they've lost a lot of leadership. The balance of power is going ever more in my favor. And for this first match of our 3-on-3, it was actually, I thought it was going to go the other way, but then it turned in my favor at the last second. I really thought that those boar boys and that chariot, I really figured that they were going to take out those groups of thunders. Luckily, with that runesmith there buffing, and with the Book of Grudges there, these thunderers were actually a little bit stronger than anyone expected. I mean, if you look here, look how quickly these Longbeards went down. They didn't really get a lot of kills, but these Longbeards with great weapons, they were definitely our saviors. Between them and the Ironbreakers, that was 200 kills right there of the 490. You know, there was just a good, healthy amount of kills here by these Longbeards with great weapons. The Grumbling Guard, I know that he focused them. And I mean, these cavalry, if they had just been boar boy biggins, I really do think they would have taken out these thunderers, and they would have just caused a lot more havoc in the back line. The Crimson Killers, while they did get 61 kills, I always feel like that extra 300 gold could be better, could be much better spent. If he had used that 300 gold to buff up, I mean, even have these be armored trolls. I mean, those trolls going in there, that is a big, huge loss in gold. Watching them get shot down by the Thunderers before the rest of the battle engaged. If you lock your troops up, a lot of the time that won't happen. Since we were able to take out the Night Goblin Shaman and Grimgor, you see here they didn't really get a lot of kills. And so for our first match, I was able to take out the win just through a little bit of knowledge. I play a lot of Greenskins, and so I knew that once you take down their leadership, and if you take out the trolls with your ranged units, the rest of the Greenskin army will follow. I want to say great first game to my buddy Shadow. He does have a super cool YouTube channel. He's got a bunch of great videos. He's got music. He's got theme armies going on. He's got all sorts of different games. He also has a Steam group he set up. So, I mean, Shadow's a great guy. Go ahead and check out his channel. I want to thank you guys all for watching. This has been another one of Black Iron's Battles. Please subscribe below. It really helps me out. Thanks for coming, guys.